In this video, we will see DAX basic concepts, then we will see DAX syntax, DAX data types, DAX operators, and functions. These are we are going to see this theoretically. In the next video, we will see practically how to implement this. But let's try to understand means what is this DAX basically. First of all, let's try to see what is DAX basics. Now, when we say DAX, which is used to work with the data view in the Power BI desktop. Now, whenever we wanted to see any DAX related information, there is official document available on the Microsoft website, which is available here, and if you can go through it as well. When you open this Microsoft documentation site, you can see all the detailed information is available here. If you wanted to expertise or master in this DAX, then we should follow this website only, and it is having all the information, like you can see DAX function, DAX statements, and everything overview, operators, queries, syntax, everything is there, and that we can learn from here. Let's try to see. As you can see, the data analysis expression is a library of functions and operators that can be combined to build formulas and expressions in Power BI analysis service and Power Pivot in Excel data models. So this is the DAX. Now let's try to see the DAX reference is the first is a formula. Then we do have a data types which consist of string, number, date, time, like that. Operators we have plus, minus, then a multiplication, division. Then we have functions like we have used in the previous video to use the concatenate function. There are various functions like concatenation, like add, subtract, sum, average. These are some of the functions which can be, and we will see in the detail about these functions as well. These are basic things which are we should be able to understand, and when it comes to some of the advanced concepts, then it is having DAX statements where it have define, evaluate, order by, where, and that leads to DAX queries. So these are some of the advanced concepts that we will see it later in this course, but basically these are the basic things which we should be able to understand. Now, what is the basic syntax of DAX? Now, this is the basic syntax. So this is a formula name. Whatever formula or whatever calculation which we wanted to do, give it some name. This can be anything, like you can give in a uppercase letter or like this as well. Then we have equal to operator, that this is required to give the formula. Then some functions. So these are the some all the functions like average, sum, count. These are some of the functions which can be used. And then we are having this table name. This is a table or table reference, means from which table this particular field we should be able to take it. And then we do have this column reference, which is a population count. So this is basically table reference, and this is a column, means table and its column. So that is we need to specify. In between we need to give this two brackets, like opening and closing brackets for this table reference. That means for this sum, when we wanted to specify column, we need to give these square brackets. So this is a general syntax for creating any formula, and by following this standard for syntax, you can do or you can implement any of the formulas. Now, when it comes to data types, what are the different data types? As we have seen, like means string is one of the data type, where string, its value may be ABC or any alphabetical characters that comes under string. Whole and decimal number. So whole number like this, and maybe decimal number is with like this, which comes with the decimal points. And we have boolean, where true and false, like wherever we have some condition to check, like then we can use boolean data types. Then we have date time, where we can specify dates and times for any values. So maybe some of the columns in our tables have the date values, so in that case we need to specify the date time data type. Now, another one is currency. Like there are various currencies of different countries. So that, depending upon that, may suppose one of the column is storing some currency values. So that data type should be specified as currency, and this is going to be helpful in our calculations when we do some currency exchange calculation like that. And blank means whenever it is not having any values or any, then it is a blank. But this is a blank data type, you can say. Then let's comes to the operators. There are basically three DAX operators: arithmetic, comparison, and logical. So when it comes to arithmetic, whatever the mathematical operations like plus, minus, division, multiplications which we perform, that we for that we can use these arithmetic operators. Then comparison operator, we can see we do have equal to operator where we can assign some value from one column to other like that. This is the double equal to where it is used to compare the values between the two. Like if suppose if is we can mention that like 2 is equal to 3. So this is a if 2 is equal to 3. That means it is a comparison. Two value is equal to two value is same to that 3 or not. This is what it is going to check. Now, greater than and less than again means if you wanted to compare some values like maybe any number, see, this is very self-explanatory that 3 is less than 4 or not. That if you wanted to check like that, then these operators can be used like you can see greater than equal to and less than equal to as well. And there is a not operator as well, means if suppose you wanted to see means whether this value is not matching with the other value, then this not equal to operator can be used. Logical operators are like something which is we can use like so maybe condition 1 and condition 2. So these are the two conditions. If it is matched, then only it should perform some of the operations. So that is one thing which is we need to use this and operator. Similarly, this or operator like this as well means. So this is also or operator which we can use, and in operator is something which is suppose we wanted to check if suppose country name is in the list of uh, so and so means you can provide some list of the countries and we wanted to check means whether this is available in this list or not. So that type of things we can do with this in operator. Now the last thing is DAX functions. So there are various functions available. You can see here uh, text text when it comes to we have already used concatenate. So this is one of our function where we can concatenate two text values and this is the result. Information is number if it is we wanted to check whether it is a number, whether it is a character kind of things. That type of functions are available in this information kind of things. This is true or false it will return. Logical operators where we wanted to compare like if population is greater than so and so value, then it will assign say, this value as then this it will assign as a big or small. So it depends upon the value it will come as big or small results. Math, there are some functions like round and square root etc. There are various functions which are available that can be used here. Statistical, when we wanted to calculate some average values, then we can use these average functions. Filter, when we wanted to filter any of the value in the table, like let's say means in a particular column uh, we just wanted to see 2021's data, then we can apply this particular filter here. And then date time functions as well which we can do is like this is a calendar functions which is very useful when we wanted to create calendar, like let's say for 2010 to 2021 we wanted to create a calendar, then we can create a calendar for this particular start date and end date. So these are the functions which are available. And if you go to the official website of this uh, Microsoft, you can see these DAX functions are available here. And we do have aggregation function, date time functions, filter functions, financial function, information functions, and these all these things, and it all the information is given here for these functions, and you can go through it and you can see what all the functions which are available. Let's say aggregation functions, you can see we do have average, count, then distinct, many of the functions, and if you can go through it, it will be very helpful for you to understand it, and you will easily understand it from this site in detail. So I think that's all I wanted to share in this video. In the next video, we will see practically about all these things, creating a DAX formula, using the data types, then operators, and all these things, so that it will be helpful for you to understand in detail. If you have any questions or comments about this, or if anything is not clear, then please do let me know in comment section. If you like my video, then please like it and share it with others as well. Thank you for watching.